Everybody ready?
Yep.
Okay, we're going to get started. Good evening. I'm Lieutenant Mike Centerfit with the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. Tonight, just before 6 p.m., we were called out here to the 300 block of West Adams Street. Long story short, a gentleman got inside one of the businesses that was closing for the day, with just a few cleaning crew in there, started making threats, and so they evacuated the building and called us. We got here. He's up in the building, doesn't want to come out, and because he's making threats, that we're just taking it very slow, very easy. Obviously, as you can tell, we've got the SWAT team here, we've got everyone here, and they're just trying to work him out and get him out of the building without harming him or letting him harm anyone else. So at this point, like I said, it's just been a game of trying to talk to him and get him out. Most of the time we haven't been able to talk to him, but they're just trying to make progress on getting him out of the building. Okay. At this point, again, we haven't had a chance to talk to him, so we don't have any details as far as motives or why he's doing it or what's going on. We just know he's not supposed to be up in there, and like I said, we don't want to put helmet or officers at risk going in on him, or put him at risk if they have to go in and he does something crazy.
Patrol watch commander.
Does that make sense?
We get a,
hold on one second.
Front door, please.
All right, well, that's my magic words that they said, subject in custody. So it looks like they've got him, and they're not calling for rescue, so I can assume he's not injured or anything, but we'll go take him into custody and work from there. And hopefully it's resolved and we're done with this for this evening. Do you have any questions?
Do we know if he was armed?
Not that we know of. There were some accusations made. He was rambling on, but it wasn't enough for us to feel comfortable that he wasn't armed. So again, it's a matter of abundance of caution. You know, it's better there. No one's in the building with him. He's in there by himself. It's better for us just to take our time and be patient and, you know, outlast him to a certain extent. Let him come out and not push the issue. The last thing we want to do is hurt anyone or get some of our folks hurt. So that's why it's, you know, here it is 5-6 hours later, and we're just now getting it resolved. But do it slow and deliberate and make sure no one gets hurt. It's our goal.
So even though he is in custody, how long will you guys have the roads blocked off?
Right now, we got a bunch of equipment down there, so roads will probably be blocked off for, I would guess, at least another 30 minutes. Luckily at this time of night, again, there's not much traffic, so it could be 30 minutes, it could be an hour, but probably closer to 30 minutes. We will make sure he's okay, make sure he doesn't need to be checked out by rescue, and you know, if so, we'll get him medical care. And then other than that, it's just a matter of trying to get some of the equipment out of here, and so we can open the roads up for you.
We saw a drone over the JDA parking garage. Can you confirm if there was any activity there?
Yep, we basically were watching the roof to see if he came out on the roof, trying to see if he was going to come up on the roof. I mean, so those technology is great. We can use it for stuff like that, just to make sure that we don't, you know, he's not on the roof looking down on top of us. So we're doing that. We were pulling every trick in the book to try to, like I said, convince him to come out without putting him or officers in danger. Because again, when you put the officers in danger, that's going to ratchet up the danger to the subject then, because the officers have to defend themselves. So the goal is to avoid that conflict, and you know, that appears to have been what happened. So I'm glad to say they got him.
And what building was it in?
All I can tell you is 300 block of West Adams. I don't want to give anyone's specific address out.
I know you just heard it, but can we confirm how you guys were able to get him out? Did he just walk out?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. They're working on a totally different frequency, so all they told me was what you just heard was he's in custody, and, you know, he came out and they have him in custody. So that's all I've got from there.
So when it comes to, you know, getting all your resources together to work something like this, I mean, first of all, how often does something like this happen?
It's rare. I mean, this is what we would call a barricaded suspect. Someone is in a building or in a location of where they've either barricaded themselves in or they have a position of advantage, and they're making threats. So that's when you ramp it up, because again, the number one thing that's going to put the subject at risk is if he starts putting officers or even quicker civilians at risk. That's what we can't allow. So by bringing in the SWAT team and the specialized units, they can stand off. We got negotiators involved. We've got, you know, speakers involved, and try to de-escalate it, calm it down, and get him out with no conflict. You know, and by doing that, we keep all the officers back, keep them safe, which allows us to keep him safe, and we can try to talk them out of it.
Can you tell if it was a residential building? Was it a business?
No, it's a commercial, one of the commercial buildings down here. It's all commercial down here, so I just don't want to give away, you know, there's people that live and work there or work there. I don't want to give away their address, so their confidential information. But again, they have him. It's all good. No one was, you know, we got him in custody, so it sounds like everything's good, and no major problems, okay? But again, as far as why and what, we don't know. They'll start that process now of interviewing him and seeing what he was thinking.
You ever get a call resolved while you're talking to media before?
Not quite like that. So that's rule number one, turn your radio off, right? No, it's all good. Any questions for me? Or all right, well, thank you guys very much. I appreciate you.
Appreciate your time.
Thank you.